Hey, it's Laurel here, and this week we have been talking about why low-calorie diets just don't work. Today, I'm going to break down the science of what does happen when the body goes through a semi-starvation period, because that's exactly what's happening in these low-calorie diets. When you cut your calories down to 18, 15, 12, sometimes even 800 calorie diets are out there, the body does go through a semi-starvation period. So let's see what happens. There was this Minnesota starvation study, and this study just sought to see what does happen to the body when we go through a semi-starvation period. So for the first 3 months, they took some men and they just let them eat as they pleased, as they normally would, and on average, these men ate about 3,500 calories. Then they had to go through a semi-starvation period for the following 6 months. The men were required to lose 19 to 28% of their weight. And on average, their calories were about 1,600 calories. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, 1,600 calories sounds like a lot. But for these men, that was a semi-starvation period. So what happened? Their metabolism decreased by 40%. 40%! Their metabolism decreased by cutting their calories down to about 1,600 calories a day. Men became obsessed with foods. They had stories of sharing recipes with each other. They would clip out pictures from magazines of food. They would dream about food. They had heightened food cravings, again, thinking about food all day. Several men reported episodes of bulimia just to adhere to the diet. Others admitted to complete loss of willpower. This wasn't just loss of willpower when it came to food, it was loss of willpower that bled into other areas of their life. Some exercised excessively just to get more food rations, and others had personality changes. They felt apathetic, irritable, and depressed. And when they were allowed to eat again after those 6 months, they had hunger pains that were so intense, and they had hunger that was insatiable. The men found it difficult to stop eating. And they had binges that added up to 8,000 to 10,000 calories. So the body was trying to compensate for all of those lack of calories during those 6 months, but these binges added up to 8,000 to 10,000 calories. And it took 5 months for their eating to normalize. So if you've been on a low-calorie diet and you find yourself feeling irritable and depressed, you have obsessive thoughts about food, you have heightened cravings, and when you do get yourself around some food, you find it difficult to stop eating. It may all be a sign that you are not eating enough, that your body's going through a semi-starvation period. If you're thinking about a low-calorie diet, maybe it's time to rethink that. It took 5 months for these men's eating patterns to normalize. And during that time, they were binging from 8,000 to 10,000 calories. So rethink that low-calorie diet. Maybe time to start eating a little bit more, and may take some time for those eating patterns to normalize, but over time you'll start to feel a little bit more control around food. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.